All right, guys, here we are. We're at the Joe's Mega Meet. This is the final meet of the year. And we've got the one and only Hanful. This is one of the coolest Burnout drift cars, show cars, I think, in Australia. Now we're going to have a quick chat to Mark. He keeps trying to sneak away from the camera, but we're not going to let him do that. Mark, come here, mate.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, dude?
Fancy seeing you here.
Fancy seeing you here. Mate, let's have a little bit of a chat about this beast, because it's slow.
Yeah.
I think he's just jealous, mate. Come on, needs touch. I doubt it needs that. Now, mate, how long have you actually had this car for now?
About 2005 I bought it.
Yeah, right. And it's gone from massive transformations time and time again, but now it's like this beast that you can kind of turn from a street car to a burnout car, show car. You can kind of do pretty much whatever you want with it now, hey?
Yeah, it started off as getting built as a burnout car, but I got a bit carried away in the build. That's what happened. So I did the show scene for a few months and then drove it.
Yeah. And now you've got it pretty much down pack where you can swap the supercharger back to a naturally aspirated setup, different bonnet for the street, and now you can just slap it all back on when you want to do skids and power cruise events and et cetera, right?
Yeah, it's under 10 minutes. We just lift the blower off. We've got a couple of carbies on a plate, which go on its place, fuel lines and accelerator cable sort of similar spots, so it all just swaps over real quick, swap the bonnet and away you go.
Yeah. And what are you doing with it now? Is the motor, you were playing around with the motor last time I spoke to you. Is this still the older motor, the new motor? What's going on with it now?
At the moment, it's got my old engine in it. Just because I'm waiting for bits for my good engine, because I get a bit excited every now and then and break it.
Yeah, but this thing is definitely not driven lightly, though, is it?
No, apparently it's my fault.
It's that fault.
Yeah, my fault.
That foot. It's too heavy.
Yes,
It's too heavy. You need some lighter shoes. That's what you need. Now, it's obviously it's not only a bit of a burnout car, but it's also extremely tidy. Like the paint, you always looked after the paint. You've always liked the interior. Is that what you kind of always went for? You wanted the car to always look presentable?
I like nice, clean street cars, so...
And you had a bad praying once as well, eh? The whole back end was punched in.
Yeah, on the right-hand rear quarter.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a mishap at event. I left a bit of oil on the pad. And
yep, that's right.
We hit a wall, but Jet Auto Refinishes sort of fixed it all up, cut it all out, fixed it all up. It's like new now, you can't even tell.
Dude, you really can't.
No, they did an awesome job.
Yeah.
Inside now, you can open it all up and check. They did an awesome job on it.
And the interior is all still standard HQ pretty much, isn't it?
It's all factory. It's even got the AM radio in the dashboard.
Oh, is it? Oh, I just saw that.
Yep.
But it's definitely not running any factory speakers on the back, is it?
Kicker have put a big hidden sound system in it. So there's a, if you look in the console, there's a Bluetooth sensor in there that picks it all up and controls your phone or whatever you're using on Bluetooth. And apart from the boot, it's all pretty well hidden.
I'm pretty amazed that the sound system, everything can handle the throwing around that this car gets too.
So far it does well. We've had no issues, it just works.
And for years too.
Yeah, for years.
So how much power, like I understand that this is now this is your first engine, but normally when you've got the big motor in it and it's at full noise, how much power are you normally pumping out of it?
When it's methanol and all tuned, we've had up around a bit over 1,300 horsepower at the wheels.
1,300? Yeah. Oh, wow.
But for what I do, it's a bit useless and wild, so we back it off from there a bit.
Yeah, because you do a lot of slow speed sort of burnouts, unless you're doing the drifting, which you do as well.
Yeah, we got the power turned up. It's a bit of an on-off button, the throttle, which is a bit hard to steer and do what I do. So we back it off till it's a bit more controllable.
So for this setup, what's the box and diff setup you got on this thing?
At the moment, it's a 498 Craig's Automatics Turbo 400 and a sheet metal housing 9.5-inch full floater 35 spline rear end.
And disc brakes all around as well.
Yeah, AP racing brakes front and rear.
Now you brought this thing out today, obviously for the charity that yourself and your beautiful wife do every Christmas. You give away all the presents for the kids and everything.
Yep. Yeah, we come up here early this morning, brought our trailer up, unloaded, drove this back down to Springwood, met up with everyone down there and then cruised back up. It's on E85 at the moment. We just swap the metering blocks out.
Oh, you need to find it out?
In the carbs, yeah. We just swap it from MEF to E85 and off you go.
That's awesome, dude. Well, mate, thank you so much for bringing it out and thank you so much for what you do for the kids and your charity. It's awesome and I can't wait to see this thing out again.
All right, cool.
Good to see you, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
See ya.
Thanks for watching, guys.